Hello everyone, welcome back to another question from series of 30 Days of Pandas. Today we are going to solve the question of gameplay analysis number one. And what we have is a table containing player ID, device ID, event date, and games played. And what it needs us to do is to write a solution to find the first login date for each player. And the result can be returned in any order. So what we have here is that we have the player ID, device ID, and event date. And this number of the games played can be even zero, and we do not care about these numbers in this question. And what we need to return is the player ID with the first login date that we have. In order to do that, we take the activity and we will create the solution in the return. The activity is here, and what we need is first two columns that we need is player ID for this question plus event date, and we are going to group by the result of these two columns by player ID. And since we need to return the player ID, we keep the as index false. And then what we need to do is using the aggregate function. And what we need to do for ag is that we take the event date and we return the minimum. And why it's going to be the answer is that we have this player ID and the event dates, and we just take these two columns, and then we group by based on the player ID. And now you have all these event dates that is going to be returned for the group by. And when you get the minimum, it's the first time that the player information have arrived in the table that we have. And also, since we need the player ID, we keep the as index false, so we see this information in the end. And finally, we need to do just one renames. That what we need to do is to make sure the event date become the first login. Just change the text of this column. Let's try. Okay, sorry, group by is wrong. Oh, okay, we need a bit of time. And this is the return that we have, and now we submit. And that's the answer. Thank you very much. If you had further question about this solution, please write it in the comments. And if you like the content, you can help me by subscribing to my channel and liking my videos. Thank you very much.